Hello, peace and blessings, greetings, beautiful and sacred soul sister. I am Queen Leia Lewis of Beautiful and Sacred Things, the growing global community of women who are becoming all of who we are born to be. Truly, this is a wonderful and magical time to be a woman, the divine feminine essence, the energy of the creator that is feminine. And there are those who would even say that source is feminine, is all feminine, right? But I will say this, that which is divine, that which is feminine, that which is seeking to express in the universe, as you and as me, and as all of the beautiful women who are our sisters on this planet. It's such a beautiful time for us. And so what I see as I just continue to build community and grow in relationship with so many women is women are about doing the serious work that is the soul work. Soul work is your commitment to yourself. It is your taking responsibility to do the inner healing work to gain the knowledge, the skills, the life experiences, the wisdom that you need so that you can be a self-determined, sovereign, empowered, beautiful, sacred, gracious, wonderful, prospering woman on this journey of life. That is soul work. That's the essence of it. Clearing up what needs to be cleared so that you can authentically be you. In fact, I have often said that one of my greatest prayers, my prayer is that every woman, is that you will shed the layers of illusion and remember the truth of who you are. And the truth is this, that you are beautiful and you are sacred. And in other words, that means you are divine. You are, in fact, the creator embodied. You are a divine being with all of the power and the potentiality that is available to us through spirit can be worked out, manifested in your life. So thank you for joining me for this course, which is I Am a Radiant Infinite Being, Holistic Healing Through the Chakras. This is a journey into the multi-dimensional parts of who you are as a woman and who you are as a divine being. Your chakras are those energetic, radiant, colorful wheels of light that some people have imagined them as these spinning, spiraling wheels of light, which are essentially the essence of who you are. So as we do this chakra healing work together on this 8-week journey, you can expect that you will be transforming your life from the inside out. I also want you to know that the things that you are learning are tools. Let this become part of your medicine bag, part of your toolkit for living and for thriving and for doing well and for supporting yourself and for supporting the others who you are assigned to, your family members, your clients, your friends. Let this be a foundation for you. So it is not just 8 weeks and done, right? This is something that we will continue to integrate into our lifestyle and build a foundation of greater self-care, self-love, and self-determination. So allow me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. And as I share my screen, this is the presentation for this orientation of today's class. Again, the title of the course is I Am a Radiant Infinite Being, Holistic Healing Through the Chakras with myself, Queen Leia Lewis. A bit about me. I am the founder of Beautiful and Sacred Things. I'm a mother, a cultural worker, arts administrator. Much of the work that I have done has been in the areas of art and culture as a tool for community building. And then I also have become more public, really about the greater part of who I am in sharing with people. Is really this season in my life of sharing with people my spiritual foundation, because the truth is that it is my spiritual foundation from my roots of being a Black girl raised in the Southern church all of the way through my spiritual pilgrimages that have taken me around the world, my studies at the feet of prominent elders, my self-guided studies, my spiritual rites of passage that have prepared me for this moment of pouring into other people the tools of empowerment that will support you in living your best life, of decolonizing your mind, of freeing up and liberating your spirit, and living from that place of pure authenticity. So I'm very proud to consider myself a Sacred Arts for Living teacher, as well as an artist and a healer, knowing that that which I teach, I have the great privilege of furthering the development and the awareness within myself and growing as I teach others. One of the crowning opportunities that is like the next level of my organizing and administrative work, which brings together all of these paths, is the New Beginnings Jamaica Healing Retreat. So I want to invite you, let this be my invitation that you will join me in Jamaica for this, excuse me, for this phenomenal healing experience with myself and with other great women of power, beauty, and spirit, for a transformational destination, retreat, vacation, healing journey that will further empower you in your life. These are some of the organizations with which I have been associated and have been affiliated through as a teacher, a speaker, a presenter, as a fellow, as a brand ambassador, as an award recipient. It's all here, that, and much more. And some of these also are my own creative projects as well, the work that I have birthed into the world. So again, the place where you can continue to connect with me is beautifulandsacredthings.com. When you go there, I invite you to look for the tab that says gift, free gift, and I have a gift there for you. It is an audio series that I created that is part of my healing journey called Diary of a Goddess. It is my tell-all expose of my definitive life experience, where all things came together in a romantic relationship that has proven to be one of the greatest life lessons, though we have many, but it has been a definitive life lesson where I emerged on the other side of this relationship experience, where I had settled and I had suffered and I had really surrendered my higher self for the sake of really just trying to get along and really trying to conform to a standard that was not the truth of who I am. And in this relationship, I emerged really like the butterfly or like the lotus flower that comes from the very, very dark and murky, muddy waters. But I have emerged as the lotus with a determination and with a dedication of supporting women through beautiful and sacred things to live our very best lives. And that's again why I said, okay, I'm just sharing it. I'm revealing what are the things that have worked for me to help me to transform my life. So it's there, and I welcome you to get your gift. Now, the next phase of this Beautiful and Sacred Things community is this growing Beautiful and Sacred Academy. I'm so excited about this. As a person who is right now taking this course in radiant chakra healing, you are partly experiencing what this academy has to offer. Again, in my journey of womanhood, of becoming my own divine feminine self, I've had the opportunity of traveling throughout the United States, here in Louisiana, being all the way in the cultural mecca of New Orleans, Louisiana, with all of its wonderful African, Caribbean, American cultural convergence that happened there. I have traveled to Jamaica, to Cuba, to India, throughout many countries in Europe, and also am making my way in due time to the continent of Africa. I've also spent time in Japan as well. And what I have noticed is that there is a common ground that unites all people of faith and of spirit who have a desire to know the truth of who they are. And so I bring those lessons and I bring those experiences and I bring that wisdom as well as my sensitivity to understanding that no one people has a commodity, has, you know, all of the, can declare that they know it all when it comes to beauty and culture and wisdom and spirit, that we really are a global people I'm a humanitarian in that regard. We are a global people. We are a human family. And therefore, it is important for us to be sensitive and to be interested in the wisdom of people from many places. And so the Beautiful and Sacred Academy is going to be a common ground. It will be a virtual place, as well as offering real-time retreat experiences where people who are interested in growing in spirit, growing in beauty, growing in creativity can convene and get the resources and tools that you need to be furthered on your path. So this is the mission statement in short. The Beautiful and Sacred Academy is an empowering global platform for Black women, the focus being on women of African heritage, to experience inspirational resources, visionary education, and soulful sisterhood for cultivating a joyful, holistic lifestyle and for growing their relevant, prospering, holistic enterprises. So there are two paths, there are two divisions in the Beautiful and Sacred Academy. One is focused on your personal development, and the other is focused on your career, prospering business development. And all of these things are coming forward, but I wanted to plant this seed to let you know this is what's happening and you are part of it, and I thank you. So what does it mean to become the woman who you are born to be? These are the fundamental, I'm going to say these are, people say success leaves clues. Well, these are the things that have been part of my path of living a good life, living a sweet life. These are the things that from my very, very young years to now being a woman who is, I guess you could say middle-aged. I don't quite feel that way, but maybe middle-aged. These are the things that have consistently been refined in my experience, that when I hone it down, this is what I know to be true, that are the things that I would encourage any woman of any age to cultivate, to seek out, to reach for herself, and to integrate into her lifestyle. And it is this: do your soul work. Create your community of soul sisters. Understand universal laws and spiritual principles, and understand that they are universal, that it may come from different cultures. Create a routine and a lifestyle and a habit of beautiful and sacred self-care that is more than just the outer, but also caring for your inner beauty, your inner self. Transformational education and mentorship, not just simply conventional class, degree, but what is that education that you need, that you desire, that will help you to transform your life? Not necessarily what society says, but that what you know will be critical to you. And then training, coaching, and mentorship. Sometimes the education may be informal, but when we have the opportunity to learn with people who are further along on the path, it will oftentimes shortcut our path to success, our path to achievement. Those people who have taken the knocks, who know these are the things that you want to avoid. These are the places that you want to go. These are the experiences that you want to seek out. Please do not underestimate the power of having a qualified, high integrity, good character trainer, coach, or mentor in your life. It really makes all the difference. Honoring the divine feminine, getting to the plain and simple truth, though in the era of time in which we live, there have been forces that have sought to eradicate it and to deny the truth. The truth is this: God is masculine and feminine, or there is a divine feminine creative source and a sacred masculine creative force. And so understand and seek out knowledge of your divine femininity, your feminine essence and your divine feminine essence. And then living on purpose, being intentional, letting your time here on this planet count. So all of these things come together to support you, to support me, to support us in becoming all of who we are born to be. Now, today we are here for this chakra healing course. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you're here. Over the course of this 8 weeks, and that is 1 through 8, just let me make that correction, is we will be looking at the 7 major chakras, and today's focus is an orientation to energy work. It's an orientation to the course and a foundation to understanding what is it that we mean through healing, holistic healing. And this holistic healing focus is about the energetic work that you do through your chakras, which is your energy centers. So let's continue. If you have not already gotten some notes, some paper for taking notes, a pen, this is a great time to do that. You can also pause this at any moment during this presentation. This is for you, so feel free to pause as need be. Make sure you have something to drink. I have my water right here, and let's go ahead and proceed. So this course, Healing Through the Chakras, is an ancient wisdom that is both art, science, and medicine for clearing/releasing limiting beliefs, trauma, and pain. And these are experiences that we accumulate on our just journey of life. There can be childhood pains, relationship pains. As I shared, that was, my big catalyst for me having to address pain from other experiences of my life, childhood included. But it all kind of came together in a relationship experience. It could be the things that we experience as we just walk through society as a woman, or a woman of a specific ethnicity, or a specific cultural background, or cultural identity. Pain, those ways that we have been betrayed by others, or we may have even betrayed ourselves. But all of these things are energetic experiences, as well as they are physical, relational experiences that have an effect on our body, mind, and spirit. And so when we get about this work of doing this chakra healing, the benefits that you may experience include greater flow, health, freedom, power to manifest your desires with greater ease, becoming essentially a master manifester, joy, and inner peace. And these are all experiences that are priceless. It's a priceless state of harmony that you are able to accomplish for your love of being who you are. You will be learning and understanding the theory of healing your energetic body. And by theory, I mean, the intellectual pursuit of this information, but let this not just be information. Let this also be action-oriented and applicable and actionable. So you will be cultivating a daily spiritual practice while applying soulful, gentle, and effective healing practices for clearing, resetting, energizing, and enriching your life. The recommended books for this course are here. The main primary book, this is the book, the text that I am asking you to invest in, is The Way of Chakras, or Way of Chakras, by Caroline Shola Ariwa. Okay, Caroline Shola Ariwa. She is a woman of color. She is of Nigerian heritage. She is raised in the UK. She is a preeminent teacher about on the matter of energy healing with the focus of chakras. I discovered her book, Opening to Spirit, when I was in my 20s, and it truly was one of those books that was a prayer answered and part of my awakening in my younger woman years. So I would recommend anything that she does, and certainly get the book. So because there will be weekly readings as part of this course, weekly reading, weekly writing, reflection, and action steps. Again, this is not just about getting information, but commit yourself to doing this as we go. When you invest in this book, you can get it at Amazon. I suggest you go ahead and get the Kindle edition for the sake of expedience and getting in action and having it immediately. And when you invest in the Kindle book, it is only $3.99, so it's super accessible. The other thing about the Kindle book too is, even if you don't have a Kindle, when you purchase it on Amazon, there's a way that you can actually open and view the book with an app through Amazon. So you can even have it sent to your phone. So no excuses, get the book. This is what you're going to need for this course. The other books that I also will be referencing are Mudras, Yoga in Your Hands by Gertrude Hershey. This is my copy to India. I saw this book. I knew I needed it. In fact, it's from Sri Sadguru Publications, a division of Indian Book Center in Delhi, India. So anyways, this is where I got mine. And this has been something that I have had with me all these years. I'm so grateful. And so you do not have to purchase mudras. What I'm going to be doing is sharing with you specific parts of this book. I will be posting it in the Facebook group. We're not going to use it all, but those parts which are relevant to what we are doing, you will have access to it via a document in the Facebook group. The other book that we also are using is 1001 Pearls of Yoga Wisdom, right here, another one of my little trusted books. You can feel free to get it, but I love it. It just breaks down yoga in little mini kind of bite-sized pieces, you know, little thoughts, 101 pearls of wisdom, as it says here. And so I will be also posting this information in the Facebook group as it applies to each weekly lesson. Last but not least, aromatherapy. This is my aromatherapy little quick guide right here. And I probably should have had the screen larger while I was doing this. But the aromatherapy guide, this one is by quickstudy.com. Quickstudy.com. I got this, again, I love information. I love learning. I love growing. I love applying information in my life for my betterment and for my enhancement. And so this particular one, you can get at quickstudy.com. The image I pulled from Amazon, but you know, just something about aromatherapy if you find it important. But if you find it important for you to add to your library, but just know that I'm going to be sharing this information. The main thing for you is to go ahead and order your Kindle version of Way of Chakras by Carolyn Shola Ariwa. All right. Now, additional recommended resources, because again, this is action oriented. There are going to be some things that you will be needing to use as you become your own healer. Okay. Healer, heal thyself. You are healing yourself as you co-create and co-partner with the divine spirit, open to spirit in this journey of chakra healing. So you are already receiving, many of you, by virtue of your enrollment, healing gems from Beautiful and Sacred Things from my company. So you already have that. That is on its way to you. You'll be learning how to use the gemstones, what they are and how they are relevant to you. I also want to share that with Beautiful and Sacred Things, I also am creating handcrafted incense and healing high vibrational potions, oils, fragrances that help to alchemize, attract your vibration for healing, for different healing properties. So more about that at a later time. Other metaphysical tools and gems, because I do have a supply, but one of my go-to places is Sage Goddess. I love, love, love what she does there. I love how she presents her work. I love her offerings. I have a collection that is growing from many places, including from Sage Goddess, but I continue to return to do business there. And so Sage Goddess is great. Also, then there is Essence Tree for natural beauty, hair, and body care. And you may have heard me mention Essence Tree before. This is, for example, an Essence Tree Amor Love. So again, for example, when we work on the heart chakra, for example, where we are working with the energy of the heart chakra, like this would be an ideal product for such a purpose as well. But I want you to know that I am a brand ambassador for Sage Goddess and for Essence Tree, among other companies that I really trust and that I recommend to my clients. And so before you just go on to any of these websites and just start shopping and adding your cart, please email me, contact me so that I can make sure you get the best possible discount because I have codes. I'm aware of promotions that are happening. And in many cases, it means giving you a very specific referral link as a brand ambassador. And so I want to put that out there so that you can have the optimal shopping investment in your self experience. Now, let's get to chakras. So many of you, more than likely, if you're taking this course, you have heard something about the chakras already. There are 7 chakras in our body, 7 chakras. So the chakras are from the bottom to the top. Each one is located with a particular area or region of your body, as well as a very specific color. There also is correspondence with the chakras of color, of a particular sound, a primordial or a seed sound that is associated with the chakra. There is a certain number associated with the chakra. There is a symbol associated with the chakra, and there are other layers of correspondence that go on and on and on. So from the bottom to the top, your root chakra is located in the area of your genitals, or even at the base of your spine. Your root chakra is associated with stability, grounding, and prosperity. Coming up, your sacral chakra is in the vicinity of your womb. So and I would ask that you just place your hand and you touch in each of these zones. Your sacral chakra is in the vicinity of your womb, about 2 fingers below your navel is your sacral chakra, associated with sexuality, pleasure, desire, and I would even add creativity. Coming up right here below, not at your heart, but right at your sternum, right there at your rib cage, is your solar plexus. It's associated with vitality, direction, self-esteem, confidence, and courage, and taking action. Direction, taking action. Your heart chakra between your breastbone, right there at the center. Love, compassion, altruism, caring, self-care, and care for others. Your throat chakra is communication, resonance, and creativity. So there also is creativity, your ability to create by speaking things into existence. Your third eye is intuition, perception, imagination, visualization, and we could even say psychic gifts. And then your crown chakra is intelligence, awareness, thoughtfulness, and your connection to the divine. That part of you which is infinite and eternal, through your crown chakra, the connection is realized there. So at this moment, I'm going to change and we're going to watch a brief video about chakras. And this is a wonderful introduction by that wonderful woman who I just mentioned, who is Caroline Shola Ariwa. And I'm going to let her introduce us to the chakras. Let me pull that up, please. And again, the link to any videos that I share will be included in class in the Facebook group.
Caroline Shola Ariwa, Energy for Life. The question I get asked a lot is, what are chakras? So chakras are energy centers. So we have 7 main energy centers. Those chakras are an organizing principle that allow us to have a greater understanding of everything that ever was, is, shall be. So the 7 main chakras, starting with the root chakra that really connects us to the earth. And it's about having food on the table, money in your pocket, and a roof over your head. That's our root chakra. Once we have that, energy can really move up into the central sensuality, it's about sexuality, it's about our creativity, it's water element, our chemical emotions, a real sense of self. As energy continues to move up into the solar plexus, which is the fire center, it's about how we express our energy out into the world. And the heart chakra is really about love and compassion. It's how we share our energy with another person. And the throat, that energy moving up, the throat chakra is about communication. First of all, it's about communication from you to yourself. It's also about communication from you to another. And it's also about communication with that which is greater than us. As that energy moves up to the inner eye. The inner eye is about our ability to really tune in to that which is more than. It's about inner vision. It's also a place of creation, really being able to see things and bring things into being that nobody else can see, about being on purpose. And the crown chakra is about that place of perfect stillness. It's about just being. It's where the creator created meet. It's that place of Satchitananda, existence, knowledge, and bliss. Each one of the 7 chakras is really important. Each one of them really makes us who we are. So a greater understanding and greater knowledge of the chakras can really support our health, our well-being, our sense of happiness, our sense of fulfillment. If you want more information about the chakras, then do visit shola.co.uk. Have a look at some of the books. Opening to Spirit is a really in-depth book on the chakra system, and you'll find courses, workshops, all to read.
Very good. So as she shared, you know, depending on who is the person who is teaching about chakras, you will learn that there are different associations with that particular energy center. So as you research chakras for yourself, you're going to find that there is going to be common ground. But sometimes, depending on the teacher, they will say, well, this chakra is associated with this, or this is associated with this. It does not make the information incorrect or inaccurate. It is just that particular teacher's interpretation, experience, or understanding. But most importantly, you are gaining, with the foundation of what you're learning in this course, you are gaining your own direct experience of your chakras. I'm going to say that again. You are gaining your own direct experience of your chakras. And so therefore, as you journal through this course, as you take notes, let this be an opportunity for you to become clear about how these energy systems are resonant and working within your own body. So as we continue in this 8-week healing journey, this is some of what you can expect to experience. We are looking at the multidimensional being who you are. And so we're using a mix. We are using a variety, but intentionally, with intention and with purpose, and certainly with the most profound respect for your care and for your being well. We are using a mix of healing modalities that you will apply to yourself as the subject. And again, us supporting one another within a community, and me being here to provide instruction and guidance. These are the things that we are doing. We are utilizing meditation and visualization. We're using gemstones, aromatherapy. We are using mudras. Mudras is actually the yoga of your hand. So to take a moment here, a brief pause with the mudras, we all know this, right? We know the praying hand position. This is a mudra. It is a mudra of gratitude, okay? It's actually yoga. It is actually a way of unifying yoga, union with the divine, through the positioning of our hands. And each particular finger is associated with one of your chakras, okay? So there are very, very complex mudras, and then there are some that are even more simple. So for example, let me see if I can go larger here. You can see here that each finger is associated with a particular chakra. And so we will be doing a certain exercise, a certain activity, healing activity, with a focus on that particular finger so that we can work with that chakra. We also will be using, in this course, yoga, actual physical movement, actual asanas, yoga practice for a yoga position or an asana that is beneficial for that energy center, natural ceremony and ritual, because again, each chakra is associated with one of the elements, one of the actual elements. Root chakra is earth element. The sacral chakra is water. The solar plexus is fire. The heart chakra is air. The throat chakra is ether. The third eye chakra is spirit, and the crown chakra, of course, is the connection with the divine, okay? So we're going to be doing ceremony so that we can amplify what we're doing. There are foods associated with the different chakras, and the very simple way you can think of it is the color of the chakra speaks to the type of food you should be eating. You should be eating foods in that color palette, in that color range, so that you can harmonize with the color and the energy of the chakra. And then journaling will be our basis of self-reflection and self-awareness and just cultivating a greater self-understanding. So, going quickly to our action steps. Again, today is actually an orientation. What I'm asking you to do prior to our next class is to make certain that you get the book Way of Chakras by Carolyn Shola Ariwa and read chapters 1 to 4. I'm going to quickly show you my Amazon copy of the book so that you can see it for yourself. And it's, I mean, y'all, listen, this book is phenomenal. It's a wonderful, wonderful book with so much more than information, but it's really a wonderful guide that you will refer to over and over and over again. I'm quite confident about that. So I'm pulling it up right about now. All right, so very good. So here is my Kindle version of Way of Chakras by the author that we mentioned. I'm going here to, so here are the table of contents. I'm asking that after the orientation, after you have reviewed this, that you will read chapters 1 through 4. What are the chakras? Energy medicine and healing, multicultural history of the chakras, and preparing to work with your chakras. I will be posting a little bit more information, a very specific detail of how you can prepare to work with your chakras. You may feel free to follow her recommendation, which is about doing a fast, and then additionally, or otherwise, you can do both or you can do otherwise. But what I am certainly doing is I am preparing a water. I'm preparing a blessed water that I'm using to essentially tone and to, I'm going to say, to nourish my cells from the inside out with this water that is charged with my very specific petition and intention for this course. Now, I want to just give you a brief look at the book itself. Again, remember, you're charged with reading chapters 1 through 4. If you feel inclined to go ahead, that's fine. You can read ahead as well. Don't go ahead with the exercises, but do feel free to read ahead. So let me say this about chakras. This comes from the author herself. Chakras are like power stations. They create and maintain energy. and are at the very core of our existence. They are central to all we say and do. Understanding the chakras has wide-ranging benefits, and once you understand the principles of the chakras, you will have the tools to enhance your physical health and well-being. Your spiritual awareness will grow, and you will have the potential to live your life in the divine, fulfilling way it was intended. So she also has how to use the book, what are the chakras itself. And what I love is, again, she also has a perspective that is multicultural, that is appreciative of basically understanding that this journey of spirit is informed by the experiences and the lived collective experience of people from around the world of different cultures. And so, excuse me, and so you will see that she references chakra traditions that come from people of India, people, the Kemetic people, other African people as well. And you will find that whatever your spiritual path is or whatever your interests are, there will be common ground that will be resonant for you. So working with the chakras, I'm just giving you a view, just a little bit of a tour of the book as well. This chapter on energy medicine is good, energy healing, and understanding the different layers of the soul and how healing happens through the chakras as we work through these elemental portals through each of the chakra positions in our body as well. Color therapy, we mentioned this, crystal healing, essential oils, meditation. Again, these are all ritual. These are all things that we are going to be doing, ladies. This is super, 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 super amazing and super powerful. And then even the healing process. I love this chapter on the multicultural history of the chakras and the ancient wisdom associated with the chakras. Through the timeline of Africa, Native America, India, Middle East, Europe, and so on and so forth. So, phenomenal text, phenomenal woman, and certainly I'm just privileged and grateful to be using her resource as a foundation for this experience of guiding you and guiding us through this journey of radiant chakra healing. So, I want to just wrap up today by bringing your attention to the action steps. And this is, okay, so the actual action steps that we have for today's class. And let me go here. Just one moment. And I see here that even now I have another student that is coming to join. Okay, so last but not least, these are your action steps right here. And Dwayne, I know you just saw your name show up. I'll talk with you about that in just a moment. So your action steps are to read The Way of the Chakras, chapters 1 through 4, share your questions, comments, and insights into the Facebook group, and then identify your healing intentions for this course. You're going to write your petition to the Creator, to Spirit, to your higher self of what it is you intend to gain. And last but not least, as it concerns this course, if you find that you desire some personal support, some focused, individualized attention, you can always contact me to schedule a private strategy session for laser focused support. I have lots of skills and expertise and talents, and it is my desire to support you well on this journey of becoming the woman who you were born to be. Email me at beautifulandsacredthings@gmail.com, and I am so grateful for this time and this journey together. Looking forward to seeing you for our next class. Many blessings. Take care.